So, today I rented a U-Haul to go pick up this thing. And yes, we're gonna bring it back home and let's see what we got. Hey, welcome to another episode of Legion Elite Motorsports, and today we have a 2020 project. Not saying that the other projects are done, but let's take a look. And here she is, a 1993 Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4. That's a mouthful. So, let me give you a little backstory. Picked this up not too long ago, and I got it for $2K, and she runs, drives, and has ice cold air conditioning. What more can you ask for out of a car? But of course she's gonna have her issues. That's what makes it a project. But this is our new car for the channel, and let's see how it goes. So let's check out some of the car. Let's hear how she sounds, how she runs, what's missing, what needs to be replaced, and so on and so forth. So let's get started. Okay, and first order of business, have to find a trunk lid. The rust is pretty fierce. If you look here, this shock has nothing to connect to. So just shove it in the hole and that works out pretty good. But the active arrow, that still works. So I'm going to take that off and just replace the hatch. And I should be good from there. Then on the inside, let's take a look. You have panels. These are always good. Foot dead pedal. Take this stuff and put it in the garage. Oh, it is moist back here. So I can definitely bet. All right, we got a spare tire. I could definitely bet that it's leaking water into here. So let me take out this cover. Okay, I completely understand what they were trying to do. Trying to keep the water from floating around in the trunk. But we are going to remedy that by repairing it. So let's take all our plastic panels. More panels. Oh, that's nasty. Alrighty, let's take this. Oh, yep, we're going to have to bomb this car for obvious reasons. Alrighty, and this is full of air, so that's good. Oh wow, not too bad. Still have the factory jack over there. Panels galore. I think, oh, that's the port for the fuel pump. So we'll definitely take a look at that in general, but you gotta make sure that tank isn't rusted. Okay, so we almost have the trunk completely empty. There's a bit of rust all over there, and I know you're looking at this line that goes here. I was too, and come to find out, this car was on nitrous. So if you skip this part and we go to under the hood, you'll see nitrous solenoids right there. And while we're here, let's take a look at the motor. This one has AC, everything is functioning properly. A little smoky from the oil there, but no smoke out of the exhaust anymore. And a couple of upgrades, nothing too serious. So, new battery. Flip ups. Everything's there. And rust is apparent throughout. So we're definitely going to dive into this car pretty serious. And all of the stuff that is missing on the inside. If you see on the clock, it says 74,000 miles. I don't know how trustworthy that is, but that's how I got the car. So that's that. We're missing a lot of stuff here. I assume that switches for nitrous, and missing carpet and everything like that. Switches over here. Only some of these gauges work, so I'm hoping to get those replaced. And the seats are tan, so I'm pretty sure he replaced it. And if not, it looks like he might have. Oh no, it's just worn out. Okay, that makes sense. So that's the inside. Then the headliner is sagging, which I'm gonna pull this down for now and see if I can find a replacement. Everything over there looks okay. We'll dive into the glove box and all of that good stuff a little bit later. But we're missing the bottom seats, probably due to the fact that they probably got wet, but we're gonna remedy all of that. And back to the trunk. Finding a lot of interesting food items in here, which is not good. French onion dip, okay. All right, let me chuck this in the trash. Okay. So that is emptied out. Let me unlock. Oh, okay, I guess I have to manually do it. All right, then we're gonna check the glove box and whatever computer that is hanging over there. Muffler pipes, etc. More rusty goodness that I am going to take out the windshield. Excuse me. Take out the windshield to repair this rust. Yeah. All right, so in the passenger side, we have, what is this? Control module. To what? I have no idea yet. Have radio stuff here. documents in here. I think this might be somewhat the cleanest part of the car so far. Okay, don't tell me it was a girl's car. Okay. Small modules over there. So the air conditioning works, but the screen doesn't light up. So I have to replace that, I'm pretty sure. And let's see what we have in here. Lots of parts, buttons, you name it. Hair clip. May have been a female's car. Okay, finding more parts and pieces, that's always good. More hair clips. Okay, good start. Pressure, about 90. The vacuum to this is cracked, so I'm going to adjust that. Temperature and everything works. Looks like the gas light's on. And I believe a stock exhaust. I'm sure there's some modifications due to nitrous. So we have active arrow. So if we look back here, right? That's freaking sweet. I love it. So, yep. Scoot you forward so I can give it a rev. Mile an hour and RPM gauge don't work. Exhaust. Now that it has some temperature in it, we can give it some good revs. Oh yeah, that's nice. So, besides that, let's see this air conditioning in action. Oh, a little dusty. working. Oh yeah, she is super frosty. So, we have active exhaust, which that button doesn't work. Neither does the rear wiper. Can't tell you what these lights are until I get another gauge cluster. I fixed the boost gauge, so that's actually accurate. Then, whew, let me turn that off because it is too cold. Alright, so besides this nitro switch, this used to be a cigarette lighter used for charging and stuff like that. So I am going to remove all of the nitrous accessories, and I'm going to put back the original connector, including getting the original shift boot, which the shifter actually works extremely well. It's kind of questionable if the mileage is correct, but I've heard that these are really sloppy, you know, when they get old. And this one's very fresh. It's very tight. There's nothing crazy. So I think this one is definitely in good condition. Dirty, yes, but working, even better. So cruise control, I have no idea if that works. Here, this gauge works. This one and this one don't. Horn works. Hazards works. So we're off to a decent start. But as far as the parts that's needed, we're gonna need carpet, and I don't know if those are supposed to be covered, but those, and in the back behind the seat, I need these little rubber grommets, and I need to check the, oh my, okay, try pushing that down first. Little fight, but it's in there. Then next, I need to do the power seat. The power seat actually works because it has the lumbar support, which is power, and the side support, which is also power, and that works. So that's good. Then what doesn't work is this guy. It's power front and rear, and it's not moving, but it does lift up. And go down, so that's good. And then there's a memory latch thing here, which is covered by this, here we go, this Shaz, whatever you want to call it. So basically, when you let someone in the back, it memory locks to exactly the position you had it. So I want to adjust that. There we go. Okay, so now, hey, that still works. All right, but yeah, so as far as the power seat, I need to figure that out because the motor's not working front to back, and I do need that. So that's that. But moving on, and minus the rust in the corners, auto down, button pops out, and then this one's a regular down, which is cool. Want to make sure I don't lock the keys in there. Shocks on both sides and actually still work, holding up the motor. And then this needs valve cover gaskets, spark plug change, I'm sure, just a good overhaul. And the most important with this motor is the 60K service, which includes timing belt, because if that timing belt pops, that's the end of the motor, at least the heads, and that's very expensive. So there's that. That needs to get done, and including changing the water pump. I probably need to adjust the idle up. But in general, everything is pretty much working. The electronic shocks, I don't believe work. So it's not too bad of a car. The nitrous is getting pulled out. And let's get some engine revs. Oh, she didn't die. Awesome. So, anyway, the turbos is that tiny little guy right there. And then if you go directly in the back, it's that tiny little guy there. So, all of you guys who are StarQuest members, if I were to slap 2 of those turbos on here, that would be a huge improvement, and the stock horsepower would go from 305 to like probably 400. So yeah. Okay, taking her for a test drive. I need to bleed the brakes. That's first order of business because it is almost on the floor. Power steering fluid needs to be added. A car wash, definitely. New tires, for sure. Exhaust sounds nice. Needs a tranny service. Clutch is great. Shifting is great. I'm gonna do a quick power pull, but before I do, definitely need some tires. I'm bouncing all over the place. She's definitely a talented animal, but temperature stays good. AC is on currently, nice and frosty still. Oil pressure's decent. Boost, of course, and not too bad. Not too bad. But yep, definitely gonna need some work. So once we finish the yellow car, we're gonna bring this one in and start tearing into her, tear her apart, get her fixed up and running nice. Yep, so far we reached about 12 pounds of boost. But I gotta say, for this car to be so allegedly heavy, the steering is actually very soft for the power steering not to be working. But yep, we're gonna bring her home and check her out. And I want to thank you guys for joining me in this episode. I'm your host, Isaiah, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon and contact me to pick up some merchandise, and we'll keep it going. I'm going to keep the channel alive and interesting, but none of the projects are done, so we're going to go dive back and forth between a whole host of them. So I will see you next time.